Hello, Leo. Welcome to 2020 Tarot. This is Natalie. Today I'm going to do a year ahead reading for you. And I have 3 decks. So I'm going to cut my cards. I'm going to shuffle a little bit. I've already pre-shuffled decks. But I'm going to do a small shuffle. And then I'm going to cut the cards and lay out the cards on the table for 12 months. All right, so here we go for these cards. Being the answer is simple by Sonia Choquette. So January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. This will be the Light Seers Tarot. So let me just shuffle. And one more shuffle. And cutting. All right, for Leo, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. And finally, lastly, the Lenormand cards. Oops. And January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Okay. All right. So let me just arrange these so it looks a little bit more respectable and not so chaotic. All right. January, Leo. We have 51, card 51, turn your back. You're in a maze. Things look complicated. Turn your back and maybe you'll find your way out of the maze. And what I really like about this is it has to do with the writer. The writer being a card associated with visitors or messages or deliveries or things as such. Short haul visits like, within your community, right? Back and forth traveling. And so I think you need to maybe you're on a path in January that seems to be repetitive to you and not getting anything out of it, right? You're just stuck because that's exactly what's going on here. She's stuck in the maze. So it's asking you to turn your back, see things from a different perspective related to that monotony or that repetitive back and forth that you're doing, whatever context that would be with, right? And then things will turn out to be very positive for you. Once you've turned your back on that, looked at things differently in a different perspective, everything's going to be bright and shiny and sunny for you. February. It says, don't sweat the small stuff. Card number 54, there is a mouse on top of that big bear's head. So don't worry about the tiniest little things. Look at the big picture. Focus on the big picture, okay? And you're going to have a path to take. And these 2 cards are cards of being on a path, okay? So you have the chariot and you have the path. So the path here is basically, it's 2 options to you. Okay, so you have going right or going left, but you are going to go. You're going to move forward. It's going to be well balanced. Okay, black and white, well balanced energies. Don't sweat the small stuff though. Just keep going and don't worry. There could be little hiccups along the way. There's going to be bends in the path along the way, but you're good to go. Okay, and you've got full energy to do so. March, we have stick with it. Card 44. And by sticking with it, which is good because it's ascending, right? It's going up. It's going up in terms of going places or going up, ascending with your emotions or whatever it is. It's also telling you that you've done a lot of work already. You've already planted all those seeds and they are actually starting to sprout. This tree is growing. So you've done a lot of work already, but it's not finished yet, right? So you're on the right path, stick with it, and you'll see that the fish, which means abundance in this deck, the abundance will be there. Okay, so you just need to be patient. Okay, keep plugging away, keep nurturing that tree, keep nurturing what it is you're doing, and it's going to be fruitful for you. April, we have take bite-sized steps, card number 46. So you have this freshly born, or, this year's season penguin who's trying to follow the mature penguins. Of course, he can't walk as fast or as long a stride as the others, but it's telling you to just take bite-sized steps, okay? You will get there eventually. And then we see here that whatever that is that you're trying to embark on, or that journey you're going on, it's a new journey. It's the crack of dawn. This is the Ten of Swords. So the death has occurred. Like whatever hardships that occurred or were there are gone. It's a clean slate. The sun is shining, and you're on the right path. So again, another good card to have. One step at a time, but it's all good. It's also telling you, because you've got the clover. The clover is associated with luck, a little bit of luck, okay? Not significant luck, but you've got some luck involved in this. And you know what? Maybe if I'm thinking of work situations, maybe you hit it big with this abundance here. Stick with it. You hit it big. You've got this huge contract that came in. And you kind of got lucky. You kind of got it, not just based on your effort, but maybe a bit of luck was involved there. And this is starting something new for you. A new path is opening up to you. And it's a long way. It's a long journey. It's maybe many months. It's a contract that will be realized in many months' effort. But, one thing at a time, one step at a time. We have take no offense, number 53. So this, to me, speaks of, well, first of all, look at the decor. There's clouds and there's some water or mud on the ground. So it kind of foreshadows that it is raining or was raining at one point. And there's all that muck on the ground and you got splattered by it. Whenever you will be on the receiving end of the splatter, just remember that it may not be that person's fault. It's the uncontrollable events around that person and around you that does this splattering. Okay, so it's not a personal thing. It's just you happen to be there, wrong place at the right time, right? So yeah, just don't take it personally, whatever happens. And here we have the wish card, or the stars card, which talks about wishes, hopes, but also networking. And we also have the Four of Wands, which speaks of stability, good foundation, or even the marriage card or the celebration card. But I think because of this context, the three cards together, through an event of networking, where people are celebrating, I think someone's going to be awkward or say something awkward or do something awkward, and it's probably going to hurt you somewhat, in the sense that you're going to feel targeted, right? But it's not really you. Don't take it personal. It's probably something that has to do with your company. It probably has something to do with the circumstances, and you just happen to be on the receiving end of that. As simple as that. But it's not because of you, it's because of the context. Okay? The rain fell and created mud. And the mud, because that person is going by, the mud is being uplifted and splattering all over you. So it's not about you. It's just because you happen to be there. Okay? Now June. You have the card number 16, which says it's not an emergency. All right, so you have this lady in bed. You have the doctor who's jumping up in joy. The results were like on the decline, but then all of a sudden they're creeping up again. But it's telling you that whatever happens in June, it's not necessarily an emergency. You have a lot of communications. The birds is about communications, verbal communications. So telephone calls, video chats, video calls, video meetings, right? Virtual meetings. And I think these are going to be of a emotional nature. Lots of emotions are involved. So whatever happened in May, maybe you feel, like I said, obfuscated by what was said or done. And in reality, if you were to just put it in context, you need to understand that whatever happened is not dramatic. It's not an emergency. It's not a situation that breaks it all, okay? You didn't, and the Eight of Cups usually is walking away, so it's probably asking you to walk away emotionally from the situation. Have some conversations about it. You can have conversations about it or talk about it. It's probably, by talking about it, it's probably going to help you release some of that emotional baggage that you've accumulated. And you're walking towards the light as well. The dawn is rising here too. So just make sure that whatever you do, don't take it with a grain of salt. And talking about things really does help. It does. It helps. And even if it's talking to yourself about it, like voicing it out, sometimes by just talking about it or writing it down, it kind of makes sense, because ultimately we have all the answers within us. If you can't talk to somebody, some friend or some family member, or at work, you can't talk about it at work, at least talk it out, talk it through with yourself. And you'll come to the conclusion that it's really no big deal, okay? July. It says to turn on the light, card number 5. Turn on the light. You have the Ring, which is partnership, union. And you have Knight of Swords, which is very quick, sudden actions, communications. And because there's 2 people here, okay, again, with the Ring, definitely this involves a partnership of some kind, that the light needs to be turned on, okay? So the truth needs to come out. And they're holding hands, so this is good. It's a good sign. So in order for this partnership to survive or to continue on, whatever it's work, maybe with a new contract, something happened, it's no fault of your own, it's a circumstance. Don't worry about it. Talk it out, talk it through. But when it comes time to July, this union or this partnership is going to survive by shining the light on it, okay? And definitely taking action about it. Swift communications and actions are needed, okay? August. You have the card, Say I'm Sorry, card number 29. So there's going to be some apologizing. Either you're doing it or they are doing it. And that apologizing is going to actually, and what I like about this 5 of Swords, in this deck, I see this as this constant mental anguish, this self-talk in your mind. But as you see, the crow is flying off, and flying off into the light. And then the individual at the bottom here is free of all this mental anguish. So, a heavy heart weighs heavy, like a heart filled of anger or regrets or whatever, guilt, feels heavy. And that can cause a lot of mental anguish, right? So an apology coming your way or you giving it to someone will actually enable the mind and the heart to be free again and lively, like this individual in the card. And you got the coffin, and the coffin means the end. So that's the end of the worries or of this mental anguish by saying I'm sorry. Either you're saying it or you're on the receiving end of it. September, we have Put Others First, card number 43. So make sure that whatever you do in September, it is not of a selfish nature, but more so for the benefit of others. And you have the letter, which means communications, written communications, so maybe a lot of emails or actual documentation, contracts, whatever. Put others first, so whatever communications are going to be said or not said but written, make sure that they are rubbing the people the right way, first of all, and maybe giving more to them than receiving. Because what you have here is the star from the tarot, and the star could be, from this deck anyways, I see this as a healing card. Healing is going to occur. I mean, that lady is connected to that star through a string, which will enable the energy to flow quicker. The healing energy is going to come down to her quicker. So by actually putting others first, considering others first, others' needs first before yours, that's going to transpire for you in September. October, Leo. It says, let go and flow. Card number 27. Let go and flow. And what I really like about this is everything is good. It's harmonious. You're on the upswing. Let go of something so that you're, light and you can go upwards on the upswing. And this is very beautiful for you, October. You have 2 of Cups, so a new partnership. Again, this could be love related or it could be work related. But whatever that is, there's beautiful energy shared between these 2 individuals or these 2 entities. And look, you got the Sun card from this deck, which is again the same thing. Bright, energetic, hot. It's all of that beauty, it's abundance, it's all of that combined. Okay, so it's very positive for you, Leo. November. You have the card number 35, and it says, say yes. Okay, so now we have a couple of cards here that talk about partnerships and unions, partnerships, right? Union back in July, and here we have partnership in October. November, it says, say yes, accept the offer. Whatever is being presented to you, accept it, take it. And that's the solution. You got the key. That's the solution to some of your problems, or whatever situation that you have. It's the answer, and then you're going to be completely happy and energetic. You got the Knight of Wands, so it's very passionate energy, in and out, back and forth, but clearly very, very, and she's beating to a drum, right? So it's going to be momentum. It starts the momentum going. I totally see that from that today. I've never even, that thought never crossed my mind before. But definitely saying yes, and you're gonna start you're gonna start beating that drum. Like your heart's gonna start pounding to the beat of a drum, right? It's good, and it's the answer. It's what's needed for you in November. All right, so now we have the card of December. Wow, what a shift in energy. December, it says share your gifts. Card 62. You need to do a little sharing. We have a combination of 2 cards here that are not sounding too good. The 5 of Cups. And in this deck, I see this as being a disgusted card. Like you are feeling disgusted. You are actually the one pouring out the card, like the cup, sorry. And you're doing it with your foot. Like to me, that's kind of like, ugh, I'm not touching this crap, right? So something happens in December that actually causes you a lot of frustration, burdens, sacrifices, pain. And it disgusts you. And I have no clue if it's related to this new offer that you took. I'm going to just pull another card on this. Hold on a second. I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to grab another deck of cards. Hold on. Okay, this is for Leo. I want some perspective, a little bit more information about December of 2021. Okay. Yeah, someone's walking away. Okay, so someone is literally walking away. This is the Star card, and this is called the New Vision Tarot, I think. I just bought these. But anyways, I haven't used them. This is the first time I use them. And this gives a different perspective on all the tarot cards. So this one here is the Star card. And you see the stars card, or the persona in the stars, from the backwards direction instead of frontward. And as you can see, there's someone walking away right here. So I think this energy is about someone turns their back, walks away, leaves you high and dry. Whether it's a work-related, a customer, or it has to do with personal life, someone clearly is walking away. And we also have the Moon card. And this is, again, a different perspective. And when I'm reading from this, hold on. There's this man in an armor coming out of the water, and I don't know what he's holding in his hand. It almost looks like a sword. So this could be the Knight of Swords coming out of the water. So they're coming, and look, there's a lot of birds flying from one tower to the next. So lots and lots of communication coming from this Knight of Swords. And that's what it is. It's some truths are being revealed to you. This person is revealing some truths to you. And it's about their happiness. There is no rainbow on this card. Typically, you see the people from their back and they're looking at the rainbow with the 10 cups. Now you're looking at them head on. And there is no rainbow, but it is still a happy card. But it is about the person's happiness. It's not about yours, it's about theirs, right? I don't know, they're probably divulging something to you that doesn't please you at all. But it pleases them because they're completely needing to do this in order to be happy themselves. But you're left with disgust. You're disgusted and feeling burdened by it. But it's asking you to share your gifts. So meaning, don't retaliate. Leo, just take it as it is and move on. Share the passion, the compassion. I don't know, I keep hearing in my mind, I don't even want to say it. I don't even want to say it. Never mind. I'm not going to say it. But anyways, share compassion. Don't. Although you feel this way, you feel disgusted. Don't worry about it. Don't lash out at them. Just let it go. Okay. You know, there's 4 cups here. There's 3 that are already spilled. You're spilling the 4th one, and there's still a 5th one behind you. If you just turn around, there's still hope there, but with somebody else. Or some other customer, something else, okay? All right, I hope that was clear for you, Leo. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. You'll be notified when I upload a video next time. And on that, Leo, I am going to wish you a very happy, joyful, and healthy 2021 to you and your family. Thank you. Take care.